Good afternoon, Long Memorial family. We wanted to give you an opportunity to have an idea of what your experience will be like this Sunday. So we are standing at the office door, which is the only entrance that will be available for Sunday. Kara's going to show you where I'm at.
Hi, everybody.
I have an umbrella in hand, even though it's not quite raining, but we wanted to remind you that if it's not good weather, if it is raining, to bring your umbrella, because hopefully you won't have to be outside for long, but it might be a few minutes so you get let into the church. So as you come to the door, someone will actually be here holding the door for you, so you don't even have to touch it. Let me put my umbrella down. And you can follow me right into the church. So you may notice right away that there are markings on the floor. They actually carry all the way in through to the sanctuary. We would ask that you would socially distance as you come in. So make sure that you're standing on one of these tape marks. You'll notice here are the questions. So you will have to answer no to these questions in order for you to be welcomed into worship. And you can read those there. Here is also where you will have your temperatures taken. It's a really quick and easy process. We have no touch or no contact thermometers. So the person that's here greeting you will take your temperature. They'll ask you these questions. If your temperature is 100.4 or above, we're going to ask you to wait a few minutes. We'll retake your temperature. But anyone who has a temperature below that and can answer no to these questions will be welcomed into the church. So follow me. Once you're here, we're going to ask you your name, and my guess is that the person standing here will know you. They're going to have a clipboard with your name on it, and they're just going to mark you as here. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to give them your name or give them a smile through your mask. I'm smiling even though you can't see it. And then you'll be ushered into the sanctuary. We're going to have someone actually seat you, so I know that this might be one of those changes that you're not necessarily looking forward to, but we're going to ask you to be seated where the usher shares for you to sit. So follow me into the sanctuary. As we come into the sanctuary, I need to tell you that the church looks and smells beautiful. We just had it professionally cleaned. It is clean. It's been cleaned by a COVID certified cleaner. So we are ready to welcome you with open arms. As you come into the sanctuary, you'll notice a few things. There are pews that are taped off. These are the areas that we would ask that you not sit. But as I said, the ushers will seat you, and we're going to seat from the front to the back. And that way, so if you're here early, you get to sit up closer in the front. We're going to make sure that people are socially distanced. So if I'm sitting in this pew, it's only me and my family. And then this will be the next pew that someone sits in. And you'll see that on the other side as well. Just a reminder, we're going to ask you to wear your mask or your face shield the entire time that you are in the building, just as I have my mask on now. So I know it's uncomfortable. Trust me, my family and I have been worshiping with our masks on, even if you don't notice that, because when I step up to the pulpit, I take my mask off. But when we're in the pews, when we're singing and we're worshiping, we have our masks on. And I get that it's not comfortable, but it's really important. So we're going to ask you to wear your masks and your face shields the entire time you're in the church. And if you have a mask, it's important that you put it, that it's covering your nose all the way to your chin. And we're going to ask that you do that the entire service. When we're together, we'll be singing, and it will be the same worship service that you've been enjoying on Facebook Live. For those of you that will continue to worship with us online, we're so grateful that you are faithful and that you're joining us every week. But I am thrilled to welcome you back. Just a few more reminders. There are no cushions in the pews, no Bibles, no hymnals, and you won't get a bulletin. So if you want a bulletin, Tara sends them out every week. You can print yours out. You can bring your own Bible. If you have a cushion at home that you'd like to bring in, you're welcome to do that as well. The only thing that we're going to ask is that whatever you bring in with you, you take home with you. The other thing is, if you need water when you're here, the water fountains are not available. But we do have, through a generous donation from a couple in our church, we have bottles of water for you. So if you need one, you can certainly just ask the ushers. When you come into the church, you'll be seated in the middle aisle, through the middle aisle. And when we're finished worshiping, an usher will dismiss you as well. We'll be dismissed on the side aisles. So if you're facing the altar, if you're on the left, you'll be dismissed on the left aisle. If you're facing the altar and you're sitting on the right, you'll be dismissed on your right. We'll dismiss opposite of the way we came in. So we will dismiss from the back to the front. And that way, we hopefully won't have an issue with being socially distant. I know that this is a very different way of doing church, but we are so excited to have you back. I'm so excited to have my first service on Sunday morning with you in the house and online. We also would ask that as you leave, even though this is different, as you leave, that you would actually leave the church. So once you are dismissed, we would ask that you leave the church. Both doors would be available for you to leave. But remember, you can only come in through the office door. If you have any questions, you can type your questions in the comments. You can email Tara. I am so thrilled to welcome you back.